All right, I'll just look to administration. Looks like we got Director Miller online. To all other members of council, if you wish to participate, you can go screen or black screen. I'm going to give administration a 5-second countdown. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good day, everyone. Welcome to today's Community Service Committee agenda. I am the interim chair for today's meeting. With that, I will kick it off and call this meeting to order. Looking at the agenda, we have no delegations on hand, so that'll jump us right into reports. And I see Director Miller on screen to present his service area reports. Director Miller, welcome.
Thank you, Chair. I'll start off with the Community Knowledge Campus, and just wanted to let committee and the public know that the CKC synthetic field is currently available for single-family household bookings. And an update on the outdoor pool. It opened on Saturday. We had 24 bookings over the weekend. We currently have 128 available time slots, and of the 128, 105 are booked. And we have 58 families on the wait list, and they're looking for specific time slots. And comments from the lifeguards and staff is that it was a very positive weekend. The level of satisfaction is very high with the clients. So that's good to hear. And then we're hoping later in the spring, summer to use the Don Gillies Legacy Fund once again in partnership with Big Brothers to provide the affordable accessibility options to the pool, like we did last year. With events and entertainment, just an update. 2 weeks ago, Mayor Clayton asked about the loading dock, and a brief update, but I'd like to share more details. So we recently learned through engineering that Aquaterra is planning a project that would be just outside where the loading bay area is. And it's some underground work. It's enhancing the sewer line capacity to the south, towards the south of the city. So that project would impact our loading dock project. So in discussing it at CLT, we've made a decision that what we'd like to do is delay the loading dock project until 2022 at least, when the Aquaterra project is planned for. And then hopefully do the same, do the work at the same time, and it should create some efficiencies both on the not redoing some work as well as some savings, hopefully. So that's what our intent is. And then with MCC, just an update on the immunization program, or vaccinations. As of a few days ago, there was over 16,000 vaccines administered in the community since April 5th. And starting today, it's in the range of about 1,000 vaccines per day up until the 30th of May. And then with facilities, you'll probably see if you drive by City Hall that they do plan on starting some work on the landscaping on the east side of the MCC Parkade entrance. And that's been on the books for a couple of years now, so they're within the next little while it should be addressed. Also the Rising Above facility, we're just doing the scope of work for the roofing replacement or shingling replacement. And then with fleet, all the mowing, paving, and road repair equipment has been ready and is available for use by the different departments. And they're also currently doing the seasonal overhaul of snow removal equipment. And then with sports development, wellness, and culture, I'd like to share that they have a free family fun day program. It's at the Lawn Bowling Green. And so it's an opportunity to enjoy a private family booking in Muskosipi Park. And it's a large fenced area, green space, and has many outdoor play materials, including spike ball, table tennis, cornhole for families, and cornhole for families to choose from. And the horseshoe pits are adjacent to the facility, and horseshoes are also available. And bookings are available for Thursday and Friday from 5 to 8, Saturday and Sunday from 12 to 5. And then based on demand, we may add more time slots as well. And then just to let you know that SDWC is also working with the county administration and the Swan City Football Club. And they're exploring the feasibility of renovations at the Crosslink County Sportsplex soccer pitch. And approval for an architectural assessment will be considered by County Council before the end of June is what we're anticipating. So that's exciting news that they're looking at that facility to see if it'll accommodate what they're feeling the community needs as well. And then for transit, As of Friday, I believe it was, the public engagement for the transit route redesign has received 227 visitors, 42 have completed the survey, and I believe the survey closes at the end of today, and then we'll go through the analysis stage and see what we receive for feedback. And that's my report, Mr. Chair, unless there's any questions.
All right, thank you very much, Director Miller. Appreciate the update and the report. I'll just look around to, I guess, my other committee member and other members of council, if there's any questions. Seeing none, I'd say you're off the hook, but I got one. In regards to that loading dock project, to delay until 2022, I guess maybe I just need a little bit of clarity on the scope of work for the potential cost savings that we might receive. Aquaterra is doing the storm and sewage trunk down to the south, and we're working on the loading dock. Does that require us doing any underground infrastructure work, or is it just trucks going in and out and all that? And I guess a second question to that is, are those two types of projects in alignment for their scope of work, that they can work together well?
Thanks, Chair Thiessen. So in meeting with Christine Donnelly from engineering, she showed us where the road work with Aquaterra would impact, and we feel there is some overlap on the road work. There was some enhancement to the road surfacing for the loading dock project as well. There's also a fire hydrant that is placed, I think, directly west to the loading dock area. So we're hoping with the Aquaterra project, we can maybe look at relocating that fire hydrant, which would give us 4 additional parking spaces. And it would also be an easier backing up process to the loading dock area. So in talking with Ms. Donnelly and Ms. Ridgway, we feel the best thing to do would be to delay it to 2022.
Okay, and, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. What were you going to say, Director Miller?
Oh, and our intent would be to ask council to carry the funds over to 2022.
Okay, no, perfect. Do you have any idea what time of year that scope of work would be planned, or that Aquaterra is planning that? Is it like a late spring, early summer, fall?
That's a good question. When we talked to Ms. Donnelly about it, she said they're planning for 2022. She didn't give a timeline. She said it could, worst case scenario, it actually gets moved to 2023, but it's a project that Aquaterra has talked about for a few years, so it's encouraging they're actually moving it forward. It was in, I believe, a 5-year plan, so now it's in a 1 to 1.5 year. That's good news.
Yeah, that's really good, and encouraging to hear that there's potential for cost savings for city residents as well by combining the work. I guess the reason why I asked that last question is just over concern. I mean, we're in different times right now. Construction's easy. If we move it to spring, summer, or fall, I guess we'd have to keep Ms. Ridgway and her team apprised as to what the scope of work and construction is when they start doing their bookings for events and otherwise, because that could be tricky to have that whole back loading dock open at a time when we want to be putting events in there. So it's just something to be mindful of.
We certainly will. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. And I'll look to committee for any other questions. Seeing none, just switching pages. Seeing none. All right. Well, you're off the hook, Director Miller. Thank you very much for your report. And we'll move on to item 3.2, the event center, the arena business case. We have a verbal from Director Miller.
Thank you, Chair. So this is an item that Councillor Platt has brought forward a couple times in the past. And if you recall, Ms. Ridgway provided an update probably going back about 6 weeks, maybe 2 months ago. And unfortunately, Councillor Platt isn't present today. But it was the $200,000 request for the business case for the event center located to the west, on the west side of the city. The intent of administration is to have further discussions with council and committee on that topic, and I guess look for your thoughts if that's the best option or not. Now, I believe Councillor Platt is back in 2 weeks' time to committee, and so he was kind of the driving force behind it, and might be best to delay it until he's present. I see Mayor Clayton has.
Yeah, I see Mayor Clayton too, and I think what you just suggested is what I was thinking and what she may be proposing. So, Mayor Clayton.
Yeah, thanks, Chair Thiessen. I would just like to make a motion that we table this item until the next Community Services Standing Committee meeting.
Wow. I'm psychic or highly perceptive. Look at that. Oh. That motion is in order. I believe a motion to table does not require a vote. So, I'm getting a phone call. What? With that, yeah, we'll just table this until the next
Councillor Thiessen, we're going to
services meeting.
Councillor Thiessen, we're going to put this as a motion to postpone. I'm just getting it ready for you to vote on.
All right, thank you very much. I was trying to make it easy on our admin, and well, our admin's hardworking. I'll just say that. Thank you, Amanda. All right, the votes have been called to question, and the results were never questioned. That motion is carried. How did Dylan vote? What a guy. I can't believe he jumped on the fly. All right.
I finished my training.
Oh, perfect. Welcome back, Councillor Bressie. I'm happy to have you here. I guess then with that, we'll just move on. There's no correspondence, no other businesses. So we'll switch on to the outstanding items list, and back to you, Director Miller.
Right, thank you, Chair Thiessen. So really no changes with it. Everything is on track for the different reporting dates and that I spoke to last committee day as well. So unless there's any questions on it.
All right, I'll ask if there's any questions. I see none. So I'll look for a motion from either Councillor Bressie or Mayor Clayton. Mayor Clayton. Sorry, Dylan. Oh, you're muted.
Thanks, Chair Thiessen. Just make a motion to receive the outstanding items list as presented.
Perfect. That motion is in order. Here it is. And please vote. And so it goes. Thank you again for your vote, Councillor Bressie. And that would make our meeting adjourned for this. I'll call the adjournment now. Thank you, Director Miller. Thank you, team. Do we need another break? This is a pretty quick one, maybe for administration.
Well, I think we have an in-camera on a different link, if I'm understanding correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's no reason, Councillor Bressie, that we can do the committee meeting first. Director Glavin already indicated that there wasn't necessarily other people waiting. So if we wanted to do the committee meeting first, we could do them get off this link and get on the other link.
Sure, yeah, well, why don't we just take as long a break as it takes to reset the video system and then get right into it.
Beautiful.
So I'll just start whenever IT or Amanda tells me I can start.
Oh, you don't want me to take over chair there, Mr. Bressie?
I didn't think you'd take this long. I thought that you guys would done this before I was done my training.
We were